To mark the first 100 days of the Biden administration, we asked voters what was most important to them about the president's campaign promises.
The thing that concerns me the most, and it was probably an unspoken promise, and that is that my kids will be safer, potentially safer. I myself have been placed in jail multiple times for no reason of my own, just because of the color of my skin. And to hear a leader come in and try to bring in and try to bridge this country and bring it back together, for me, is what was desperately needed.
Senator Tim Scott, in giving the Republican response on Wednesday night after the president spoke, said America is not a racist country. How did you hear that, and what was your response?
I did hear that. My great-grandfather was lynched. People came to their home in the middle of the night and grabbed him, lynched him, and my grandfather and all his siblings were separated, never to be seen again. So they don't even know. I have relatives that I've never seen again. But also for Tim Scott to state that he's been stopped and he's been profiled, he has been stereotyped, and all those things, and then to turn around and say that America is not a racist country. It's sad to say, but it looks like the guy is just bought out by those on the other side.
I was disappointed with his speech, but I don't think that America is a racist country overall, but I do think there has been a disgusting amount of not only systemic racism, but coming from, before we were talking about our families, but coming from a family of mixed ethnicity, and having a lot of friends of all, races and everything, and living in the South. I almost started crying hearing your story, because I do agree that it's a huge problem.
There are a lot of good people in the United States, so not everyone is racist.
Is it your view that it's a racist country, or that there are racists in America?
I believe that this is a racist country.
Okay. April, you're shaking your head.
And I've lived it.
Yeah, I don't agree that the United States is a racist country. I don't know why so many people will be coming across our border who are not white would want to come here so badly if we're so racist. I disagree with that premise totally.
I'm happy for you that you can live that.
Alan, you want to jump in there?
My father was Puerto Rican, so he was born in America. My mother, however, was from Honduras. And I can tell you right now, she left for safety reasons, because nobody leaves their home, their family, just on a lark, or looking for a better job, just for that reason. They leave and go through that hardship because they feel genuinely in danger. And I don't think America is a racist country per se, but I don't think that a lot of people even realize when they're being racist, and when they are looking down at someone, and unless you've been the target of that, either verbally or by looks, you don't know.
President Biden, is it your feeling that he's spending a lot of money, even given the fact that America's just been through a pandemic and a lot of people are out of work?
I believe more people would be back to work if he'd spent less money on unemployment. We have local people with small businesses who can't hire enough people to take care of their clients because the people are getting $600, $600 more in unemployment. So they don't want to go back to work.
When Joe Biden ran for president, what was it that he said that you'd like him to deliver on?
Well, the health message, making health affordable to all families, creating jobs through actually working toward fixing the infrastructure. Another thing that he's touched on as well is education. My sister got her master's, but she's a year older than I am, and I'm 65, and she's still paying off a student loan. So, what is the incentive for a person to get educated if there's no light at the end of the tunnel?
I bartend with my master's degrees.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's atrocious. That shouldn't be happening.
Well,
but yes, it is. But yet it is. And where are these jobs going? I mean, a lot of these jobs are going overseas.
Kate, did you watch the president's speech?
I did. And I feel like, the jobs answer isn't really on a federal level answer. It's really a state level answer. So him promising jobs is just a pie in the sky thing to appease American people. The minute he raises the corporate tax back to where he wants it to be, where the liberals want it, you could kiss the rest of whatever jobs are left in this administration goodbye, because it is all about the money. We are a capitalist country, and you can't just say you have to produce jobs, but we're going to tax you at 45%. They're going to send all their
I
jobs.
believe the number was 28%, but I think that even so, that was a stretch, and it's saying that it won't be that high, I mean.
$5.4 trillion expenditure plan, you're going to have to go higher than what he's saying.
And Kate, what did you make of his argument that by raising the corporate tax rate, corporations that have paid no taxes will pay their fair share?
To me, it all goes down to if the economy is robust and if the corporations are paying less, but the jobs are there, there's more money going back into the economy.
If you heard that the Republicans worked with President Biden on some piece of legislation, that would be fine with you if they work together.
Yes. I have no problem with that. I have no problem. I'm from New York. I have to deal with the liberals every day of my life. So to me, yeah, if you work with bipartisanship, it's a little bit better for the country.
Becky, do you feel like the American economic system is basically fair?
I mean, no, I always work, I have 2 to 3, sometimes 4 different, 3 part-time jobs and then a freelance job and do whatever. I think that we've gone backwards with women also in the business, as far as what we earn, that's taken a hit again, compared to men.
Kate, you were shaking your head. Do you think that the American economic system is basically fair as it's set up in the moment?
It's the greatest in the world, honestly. I mean, I'm a female. I'm a business owner. I own my own business. I worked really hard for a living. I come from a single mom, a poor background. I put myself through college. No, I don't think that could happen in any other country in this whole entire world in the United States.
Alan, as you look at the next year, what gives you hope?
I think that what gives me hope is that, again, trying to unify the country. We're always going to have us against them, obviously. However, if we can look past our own egos and our own hardships and try to see the other person's viewpoint a little bit clearer and more respectfully, I think that we can go forward.
April, what gives you hope?
That there's another election coming up in 2022, and hopefully we'll get the House back.
I'm with April, 2022, making sure that tech is not going to censor for the next 2 years for the next elections, and also tightening our election laws, making sure that if I have to show a license to go on the plane or to buy a beer, that I should have to prove who I am to vote.
Becky, what gives you hope?
I'm hopeful that we are headed, first of all, to be out of this, pandemic. I look forward to being able to work. I look forward to seeing people again, but I look forward to less violence, hopefully.
Ray, what gives you hope?
I think all of us were just tired of waking up every day, looking at our phones to see what in the heck has happened over the night, and or what other fear mongering was taking place as a result of some tweets or whatever. But I think that now we have a good leader in place who's going to help us move forward in the right direction.
And we'll be back in a moment.